9 for me and 6 for you, probably.
Okay, good evening, Gvantsa. Thank you for joining us today after having an extremely busy day of World Book Day meetings.
Hello, happy World Book Day, and it's my pleasure. Thank you for inviting me for this conversation, and it's my pleasure to spend this time and talk to you and answer all kinds of questions you will have.
Well, before we get started, I know there's going to be a lot of people watching this either live or on recording who know you already, but there's going to be some people that don't know you. And you've got a great story to tell about what you do for Georgian publishing. So why don't you kick off by introducing yourself and telling us about all the great work you do in Georgia?
Okay, thank you, Emma. I will try. I will try my best. So I'm the chairperson of the Georgian Publishers and Booksellers Association. And I'm working for the publishing house, Interactive Publishing. I'm also heading the main book fair at Tbilisi in Georgia. It's Tbilisi International Book Fair. Also, it's my honor to be the executive committee member of the International Publishers Association. It's really big honor and pleasure for me to be the part of the great team. And what I do, I'm doing everything around books, and my main aim is in Georgia is to promote reading, literacy, education, everything. Yeah, we just need to have more educated people, and we need more people reading books. So this is what I'm doing, I think.
So you're a real champion of books and publishing for the industry and for books.
Thank you so much, Emma. Thank you.
Yeah. And today's been World Book Day, and you've been celebrating that in Georgia. Why don't you tell us a few of the things that you've been up to today?
Yes, this day is really very special for us, for our association, because for 70 years already, every year we are celebrating this day in Georgia, and it's like huge tradition already for us, and we love really this this day and this celebration. And we have the tradition to have small book market as well, but mainly it's in the open space. And you already understand that this year it was not possible. It was not possible. And always we have a crowded place, the stage where we held the literary events and so on, and invite a lot of writers, translators, publishers, and so on and so on. And we have really very interesting programs. But this year we knew beforehand that we won't be able to do like we do every year. That's why we started thinking what to do, because we didn't want to give up the tradition, and we did not want it because we think that today it's very good time, really the right time to speak about the books, because in Georgia and all around the world, people really are looking for books in the situation of this mass isolation and so on. They really need books, and in Georgia it's happening the same. You will find a lot of blogs, a lot of articles in the online media, in the social media, where people are like making this top books, what to read in the period of quarantine, and what to read the top 5 books to read during the isolation and so on. And so a lot of people are really talking about the books. And today I mentioned that even the people whom I never talked about the books in my life, maybe my friends or people I know, just they are writing me and asking about the recommendations, what to read and so on. So this is like big topic in Georgia, reading books today. And that's why we said that this is really the right moment to go ahead and to have this celebration, but to have it in different way, of course. That's why, of course, the only solution was to adopt everything on the internet space. So we have we have this page like World Book and Copyright Day in Georgia. From very beginning, we have this page. So we decided to use it as like an online platform and to hold all the events there. So it was a big success, I should say, today, because at the end of the day, we had more than 1,000 new followers because
wow, that's
it was
fantastic.
yeah, it was fantastic result, and we understood that at the end that we did it, and people really needed these events, and it was like different day for them because they had a lot of things to do. There was a lot of activities for the kids, like children's writers, illustrators, and so on. They had different workshops or presentations, launches of books, and so on. So we had new books as well, presentation, and I just want to mention that we had the first Georgian book about the quarantine and COVID epidemic and so on, about this topic. So the writers already started writing about this. While they are in this situation, is isolated, they started to write about this topic as well. We had lectures about different topics. We had teachers. We had some TV shows as well. We invited them because we have some special TV shows for teenagers, which is very popular among teenagers in Georgia. So we invited, and they held this online plays and quizzes and so on. So it was really very active and very interesting, and people enjoyed it. And we had invited some celebrities as well, like very famous actresses, and it was also I think that one of the most popular events today, because when these celebrities are also speaking about books, it's very important for the society. And what the news we had, and it was like new opportunity for us this year, it was that we have also foreigners as a participants, because before that, before today, this year, we didn't have this opportunity to invite some foreign writers for this book day in Georgia, but now we could do it. So we had the Norwegian writer, and also we had Jessica Sanger. And she has
from
a statement. Yeah, from IPA. She's the chair of the Copyright Committee of International Publishers Association. And for us, her statement and her support of copyright in Georgia, it was very important, because we need to speak today about the problems related to the copyright. So her statement was very important. We translated, of course, it very quickly in Georgian language and spread through media, and so this statement also was, so this opportunity is to involve some of our foreign friends and colleagues and so on. It was also very, very nice, I think. Yeah, so
and I saw Jessica's statement, Gvantsa, and I saw as well that during this COVID time, that bookshops and publishers aren't allowed to deliver books, and she was calling upon the government there to lift that ban on delivery of books. Tell us more about that.
Yes, this is big problem today in Georgia for Georgian book market. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I think it was background noise. Carry on.
Okay, it's okay. So it's like a very hot topic today in Georgia, and with the Publishers Association, we are trying our best to support the publishers, because in the middle of March, the bookshops were closed. because of quarantine and because of this COVID situation. And of course, it was okay for us. We understood the difficult situation we had and the safety and everything. But we thought that at least we will be allowed to go on selling books online. I mean, the home delivery services, because we really need to have at least one channel to sell the books and just to survive, because this is a market, a lot of publishers and their employees, and they need salaries at least. And it's not like huge business in Georgia, you will understand me. So it's not a strong business which can go on and survive for a long time without any income. So today we are almost stopped because there is no channel to sell the book in Georgia. So it's unbelievably difficult. So we are trying our best. We wrote several letters to the government together with the Penn Georgia Association and Penn Georgia. We united our forces, and also we had the public online petition, and more than 1,000 readers already signed that petition as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and we are trying to use also our friends and contacts in the media, and they give us the opportunity to talk about this problem, and it's very good, of course. And even today I had this opportunity in the morning when I had several talks, interviews. Of course, I mentioned this topic, and everyone in the society, everyone says the same, that they are surprised, because it's not only the problem of the publishers, but it's the problem of the readers as well, because they really need
Absolutely.
to have the books. And also I want to mention that you will find this information on the website of International Publishers Association as well, that all around the world the publishers did their best to support the government of their countries in this hard situation, and they made the online content, ebooks and so on, free for the society. And we did the same, all the Georgian publishers together with huge online platforms like Saba. We have Saba and we have LitG, and all the ebooks today in Georgia are free, and this it will be until 1st of May. So more more than 6,000 books. So it was their free will to do something of the publishers, to do something for the society. But in this situation, when the ebooks are free and we can't sell the books at all, yeah, it's too difficult. So we are still waiting the answer of the government. They told us already several times that they need some time, and then they will give us this permission and so on. But we are still waiting, and time is flying, and we really don't know what to do. But we do hope that we will have very soon some results with after the negotiation with the government, and we will be permitted to go on working.
And do you get any other support or subsidies from the Georgian government? We were hearing from Simone earlier today about the great work that the Quebec government gives to publishers and to authors and bookshops. Is there any other government support that you get in Georgia?
I'm so sorry to say that no. We don't have any support in the field of culture at all. Yet we don't have. I don't know if they plan to do anything, but until today we don't have any kind of support. And even the poor people who really need the money to buy the bread, because now they are without jobs and jobless and so on, it's a big problem, because we have limitations, but we don't have the support from the government we need. So it's too complicated, but we already started. We as an association, we already started negotiation with the Ministry of Culture, and in the ministry we have like our partner and supporter, the Writers' House of Georgia, with whom we organize a lot of projects and international projects as well. They are our partners, and we already started negotiation with them, and we are discussing the opportunities, what can be done, how they can help us, and we insist that they should help us. Yeah, because in this situation it's really unbelievable. And also I will mention, I think that it's interesting as well that all around the world so many book fairs were cancelled, and now at the end of May we are also in the same situation, because at the end of May we have the biggest traditional book fair, Tbilisi International Book Fair, every year. Now we have very soon we will have to make the decision to postpone the book fair, because this book fair is also very important for publishers, because it's not only the business but it's for sales as well. So it's for the publisher's income, this book fair is also very important. So it's not so easy just to cancel it. So we are discussing to postpone it for September. But of course, we never know what happens in September. No one knows. So yeah, so this is the situation. Yeah.
So when was it due to take place, Gvantsa?
The book fair?
Yeah.
Traditionally, it's always at the end of May. So
right.
So we are thinking now about September.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we hope that happens. Once you discussed that you are talking to government and you're trying to work with them to find out some solution for you. Do you have a sort of list? What are your points? I mean, the points which are really critical, which you want to resolve. I mean, you want them to resolve initially. And
the wish list,
share that?
You mean?
Yeah, the wish list. Yeah.
Yes, we have some kind of wish list. For example, one project we are asking them to finance and to support very quickly. It's a project for the libraries. We want to get some tokens for the libraries to buy the books. And so this project is really important, because it will be useful for the libraries, for the readers, and for the publishers as well. Because usually, I know that in many countries, the government have such kind of projects, and quite strong projects, and strongly supported. But in Georgia, libraries are not so strongly supported, unfortunately. We have the project, but which we held every year, but it does not have such a big budget. So we are now asking to increase that budget for this project, because we think that in this situation of isolation, we will manage to help this project. It is possible to do everything online. So that's why we think that if we get the support, for example, it's one example we are asking, it can be fruitful, and I think that it will be useful for many in many directions, for libraries, for readers who are just now looking for books, and for the publishers first of all. So they said that it's quite possible. So we were not refused. It's quite possible. We're just now discussing this, and so it depends also. What we had a lot of cancellations in March. I mean the Paris Book Fair, for example, and London Book Fair as well. And this we at the association, together with the Writers' House, we are the organizers of national stand of Georgia there. So after the cancellation, we were waiting if we will get the money back, because if we get the money back, we can use it in other direction. We can ask the government and just use it. But now it seems that in London it won't be possible, because there was two kind of conditions we had to choose, and we chose the second, not to get back the money, but to use it for the next year. next year, and yet we don't know what Paris Book Fair will decide. So it depends as well. We are like trying to find this money, which after canceled projects, and then to realize how we can use it and so on. So yeah, quite not easy situation. Yeah.
Just going back to the token concept, Gvantsa, how does that work? Give us a bit more detail on that.
So this token project works like this, that we have it in our list like a traditional project for every year. It is a part of Tbilisi International Book Fair, but it is held after the book fair days are finished. So it's not integrated during the book fair days, but it is a part of the book fair project. So as soon as the book fair is closed, we start this book tokens project. We invite librarians from different regions of Georgia, and we held for them the exhibition of books together with our member publishers. So the librarians are coming to the capital city, Tbilisi. We held it in the National Central Library, this project, and publishers and librarians meet each other. And this project is financed by the Ministry of Culture of Georgia. So we have concrete token for each librarian, and the librarian can buy the books with this token. But this is not as I mentioned already, this project has not big budget, but we'd like because to have more in this project, because really the librarians really need support, because they don't have their own budget to renew the books every year, and so it's also a problem. So in this way, getting the money from the government, we're trying to help our publishers, but to help the librarians as well, and also the readers, because especially
Exactly.
young people, especially teenagers, they need to have new books and not that old, and they need to be to get in touch with this new publications, what's published just now today, the new bestsellers and new writers, contemporary Georgian writers. They should have this information about them, and they should read these new books. That's why this is really important project. And what we're trying, as I mentioned, we're trying to get more budget for this project now, and we think that maybe it will be possible.
And Sylvia, I know you had some questions about Georgia being guest of honor at the Frankfurt Book Fair. Why don't you ask Gvantsa about her experience? You're on mute, Sylvia. You're on mute.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. Now, I just wanted to ask you, because it was so amazing, your presence in guest of honor in Frankfurt, because it was really beautiful, deep, historical, very contemporary, very communicative, unexpected. I mean, I could add so many adjectives. And so I was just asking, what kind of impact this event had, not on the international market, because I went to know you better, of course, as everybody here, but in your market, so about your public, which maybe they didn't know that, but about your government. I mean, like a potential industry that is going, can go well, because you're not just a poor developed countries who tries to show up and say hello, but something very strong. How they understood that? Was that helpful for you or not that much?
Well, this is a complicated topic, because the situation also in Georgia is complicated, because we are the country today of contrasts, with different ideology and so on, because still you understand that in the old generation we have the influence of that Soviet time as well, but we have new generation with modern ideas, and what was done there in Frankfurt was done with young generation. So it like when we were in the process of preparation, I can say that it was like a little bit of fight as well of ideas, because on the one hand there was old-fashioned ideas, and on the other hand was this new ideas. But we had the recommendation from Frankfurt that they told us in the beginning that we know that you are old country with big history, with great culture and everything, but we are not expecting to have the museum in the pavilion. We want to see what kind of country Georgia is today. So we knew today, of course, you should be interesting for us today, the people who are living today in the country, and not only the past. So we knew what Frankfurt and what this book fair was expecting from us. So that's why we refused to have the museum there, because there were a lot of different kind of ideas to bring all this culture and history there, but we didn't want to do it. But it wasn't easy. It was really political topic in Georgia, and it was big fight, I can say directly. So at the end, when we had this huge success, of course, not all of the people from the government, not all of them were happy. And it's not because they were happy, but they knew that they were against of this success in the beginning. So it was not easy, because they said that we were not on the right way, but then it appeared that it was huge success, and they had to look into our eyes, you know. So it was not easy. So when everything finished, the whole country was happy about it, and whole country said that we really have a new generation which can do huge work, and they said that we understand that now that our contemporary culture can do huge thing for the country itself, and it had political meaning for us internationally, because we are the country seeking to become the member of the every union. We really want it, and it was a huge platform and opportunity for us to show ourselves why Europe, we are ready to become the members of this family. What kind of country are we today, and what kind of ideology we have, people living in this country. And so it was a chance for us, and we wanted to show that yeah, we have common ideology. And it was so emotional for us, because during that days in Frankfurt and after and before, in the preparation process, a lot of people, very serious people, publishers and from publishing business, people were coming and telling us that why you are not together with us in this union, because we have so many common things, and we like yours, how you think, how you talk about this topic. And you know what we think, what was the main reason of our success, how we look at it. Yes, it was, I think, very good pavilion, and we had very good designer and everything, but I think that what we really wanted to show, it was our soul, but in our soul I mean that we wanted to show that we are free people. This project was financed by the government, and a lot of representatives of the government were presented there, and even that people who were against that such kind of project, and so everyone were there, and on the platform, different platforms, Georgian writers and publishers, when they had these conversations and panel discussions and so on, in front of the officials, they were criticizing them. They were showing that, yes, we are financed by you, but we don't care about it.
Have to agree with you.
People, and we can speak. And this was, I think this was the main thing, because I don't think that I'm don't know if you were attending, we had the like literary prize, Georgia Literary Prize. Saba was held in Frankfurt during that days, and a lot of people were invited there, and the government as well. In the city hall of Frankfurt, it was held, and it was unbelievable what the Georgian writers did there when they went on the stage. They were just speaking about everything, criticizing, saying that we have these problems. And so I think that it was the main thing, and not that we had a beautiful design or something. The soul, and what we were looking for this opportunity for 7 years, I think we were in the preparation, and we just wanted to show what kind of country and what kind of special new generation we have in our country. So that was the reason, and it is how we look at it and how we think that it was the reason.
And do you think it's changed things?
So what happened after is that we were invited by the Paris Book Fair to be the focus country there. We were planning 2023, but now probably it will be 24. We are